Hello. Hey guys. I'll wait a little bit and see if anyone logs in. If not, I'm going to go ahead and do this live video, even if I have to talk to myself. Let's see. So this is my only my second time going live on my channel. So I want to just testing out a few things. If anyone is here, can you hear me? Please give a thumbs up or put a message in the chat and let me know that you can hear me. Please. So excited. All right, so I'll just wait a little bit longer. Not long. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Also, our lawn man is here today. So if you guys hear a little bit of noise in the background, that is what's going on. I don't know why, but I thought maybe he would take the holiday off, but he's showing up. And that's part of what we're gonna talk about today is like just showing up for yourself. So I'm excited. As you guys are coming in, hi, my name is Felicia. If you're new, I help women create and build their dream lives in a body that they love, but on a budget that they can afford. And today I just wanted to pop in. Hey, yes, okay, thank you. Thank you, Cousin Dev. Thank you. I can see you. And can you hear me okay? So today I just wanted to pop in and I am so proud of myself. Like I'm celebrating 1 year on my 100-pound weight loss journey. And I just wanted to pop in, talk with you guys a little bit about that, as well as like talk about like what we're doing moving forward. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. And I have my celebration drink, some water. All around the brown. Yes. Hey. Hey, Drew. I'm glad that you're here. And happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm telling you, 40 is something serious. Like, no one really, I mean, people warn me about it, but at 40, you're just really sure of yourself. And I'm excited for you. It's going to be a good year. I'm already enjoying it. I just turned 41 this year. And wow, you really get to know who you are even more. Yes, happy birthday. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So again, my name is Felicia. I'm a physical therapist and a life coach. I help women create and build their dream lives in a body that they love while on a budget that they can afford. And 1 year ago, I started. At the time, it was just like a health journey. Like I just overall wanted to get healthier and like start taking better care of myself. My daughter had just graduated high school, and I was like, okay, like this is finally the opportunity. You've been seeing it for the longest time that you would get back at it. Hi, oh boy, hi, Miss Elliott. Mama T's here. She said, wait till you get to the 60s. Oh my gosh, you guys better watch out. But yeah, I just wanted to take the time to like start focusing on myself a little bit more, just taking better care of myself. To be honest with you guys, I had started and stopped so many weight loss programs before. I had gone vegan, I did keto, paleo, like I had done everything. So I wasn't really sure. I wasn't really sure of like if I would lose weight, but I knew that if I committed for 1 year, that I would definitely be a healthier version of myself. And that was the goal. Like, I am just so excited that I happened to lose weight in the process. Over the 12 months, I lost a total of 38. Yeah, I've lost a total of 38 pounds, and I've been able to maintain 35 of those pounds. So I started this journey at 260 pounds and I'm currently 220, 222.5. 222 was my lowest weight that I saw. But I'm really proud of that. I know that, and just to share with you guys, number one of the first things I had to accept was the fact that my journey may look different from other people's journey, but not just other people's journey. It may also look different from my own journeys in the past. And that's something like if anyone's on a health journey or a weight loss journey where you're just trying to become a better version of yourself, I think by me being able to accept that fact alone, like that this journey, like you see all of these. When I first started, I saw all of these videos on YouTube where people lost like 50 pounds in 3 months or, lost like over 100 pounds in 1 year. And, sometimes you can get a little discouraged or sidetracked, like if your progress is not going like anyone else's. But within like a few months, I just kind of like sat with myself and I was like, look, Felicia, this is your journey. Like you get to create this and it gets to be however you want it to be, and I just accepted like even now, like my body is different. When I had my daughter, I gained like 72 pounds. That was the first time I had ever gained such a huge amount of weight. And after I had her, I actually ran a 5K at like week 8. And it took a while, but I was able to lose the majority of that weight, like at least within the first year. But also, I was 20 something years old, and I also had not burned out my thyroid or my adrenals. Like life was just a lot different at that time. So I even had to accept the fact that my journey this time around wouldn't even look like what I've done before. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that before, but that was definitely something that I had to accept. Um, and then number two, like I mentioned, I really had to be patient with myself. I think that, you see a lot of marketing towards women for weight loss and for, different products like how to get toned, how to get lean, how to lose weight fast, all of these different things. But I think people really don't talk about like how to get healthy, like people don't talk about allowing your body to heal first. So, as you guys know, the name of this channel, name of my brand is Happily Ever After Living, but there's a reason, like the acronyms are HEAL, heal, because honestly, there's a lot of things that go on, particularly with women, that affect the way that we're able to release weight. Whether there may be like emotional baggage or trauma, or, if your hormones are out of whack, like there's just so many more things. It's not just about eat less, work out more. It's not that. For some people, it may, but for me in this journey, it definitely, that was not my story. So I had to be patient with myself. My body had to like trust me all over again because I had yo yo dieted so much. I had started and stopped so many workout programs, so many different diets. And my body was just like, girl, listen, are we really doing this? Like it took a while for my body to trust myself. So if you're on a journey as well, whatever it may not even be health related. It could just be, something that you've promised yourself before that you would do and you didn't follow through on it. So you have to allow the subconscious mind to actually trust you again. And it was a big deal. I don't know. Has anyone else gone through that before? I'm checking out the chat to see what you guys are saying, but I don't know if anyone else has said you're going to do something so many times before. And it could be as simple as like me and my laundry. I never stay on top of that. I could do the laundry, I'll dry the laundry. But when it comes to folding, listen, I'll look at those clothes forever and a day and just let them sit there in the basket. So, even if you're putting in a new routine for housekeeping or doing laundry, you know, just like weight loss, you have to build a habit, be consistent, and then eventually you'll start to trust yourself again. And that was definitely one thing that I had to do. The third thing I wanted to talk about was that something that played a huge part with me, as I mentioned to you guys, I help women create and build their dream lives in a body that they love while on a budget that they can afford. I can be fully honest and transparent in saying that in the past, part of the reason why I didn't stick to, whether it be like CrossFit or personal training or, even keto, like that got to be really expensive for me because the meat content was it's, you love folding clothes. Okay, I'll take a chore off of you. If you fold clothes, I'll do something that you don't like to do and we can trade off because folding is not my thing. Yeah, but the financial piece was something that definitely kept me from hitting my goals before. And also you guys have probably seen on the channel here where I've paid off over $170,000 worth of debt. But what I want to say is that for me, whenever I was focusing on like that financial piece, it was hard because I was in a state of like survival mode. And I know that for me, whenever it comes to different programs, even like being vegan at the time, veganism is not expensive within itself because it's a lot of, carbohydrates and so forth. But the fruits and vegetables do tend to get expensive. And especially the way that I was doing it, that was also beginning to be pretty expensive. And not only, so I was vegan, but like no one else in my family was. So I was trying to feed um two different diets, so to speak. So I was shopping for two different diets, and that was really tough. But for me, this time around, that's one thing I kept at the forefront. If you guys see back on the channel, there are tons of videos about, frugal grocery shopping trips, frugal meals. Like there's just a lot of things where I try to keep the price down as much as possible. And I simplified my meals. So I learned that if I only use just a few ingredients, or like it doesn't always have to be fancy, right? You just need to eat. I know I know this sounds crazy, but even during this time period, like my taste buds changed and so many different things changed for me. So I was able to simplify my foods, and then that helped me to be able to stay on target. I was able to keep my grocery shopping within budget. And then also this time around, I didn't join a gym. I didn't start doing CrossFit. I didn't hire a personal trainer because I knew that anytime that budget got tight, something was going to get cut. And usually for me, I tend to cut things pertaining to myself first before I cut things that affect my family. So I started walking. That was literally the only thing I did in the beginning, was just walking. I was walking all the time, everywhere. And I slowly just started to build up the amount of time that I was able to walk. I think I started out with like a mile or 2 miles or so. And then gradually over time, as I look back through my Garmin and I look back through different stories and things that I've shared, like I literally started from like, I think 2 miles. And I've been walking over 10 miles at a time, which I think is incredible. And just so you guys know, like I'm really happy that I've been able to lose some weight. But one thing that stands out the most to me is the way my body moves. Like it feels so good. Like I didn't realize how limited and how much harder it was for me to move around until I created this reel on Instagram. I put the link down in the description box, and I was trying to climb down on these rocks because I'm just a big kid at heart. Really, I am. And I just looked and I was like, wow, like I was kind of struggling in my mind at the time. I didn't think I was struggling, but I was like, wow, you're kind of struggling with that a little bit. And yeah, so I notice now, like in that reel, I'm able to do cartwheels again. Like I just feel very agile, I guess is the word. Like I can get up from the floor easily. I have no pain at all. Like I do not have any pain. And at the beginning of the journey, I was starting to have a little bit of low back pain, but that went away. I want to say maybe like around the second or third month. So that was pretty incredible. So yeah, do you guys have any questions at this point? Please drop them in the comment section. I don't want to just sit here and talk to you guys the entire time. I want this to be interactive because for me, community is so important. I see a lot of you guys that are here. You've been so supportive to me during this journey. I know my cousin Deborah's here. Like she has been a true inspiration. You guys, I don't know if you follow her on Facebook or not. And she's probably like, why are you sending people to my Facebook page? But my cousin just turned 60 and like she is killing it. She hikes, she does all of these amazing things. Like she's just, refusing to allow a lot of the things, that happen as we age or within our family genetics and within our family history, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. Like she's just pushing back and she's fighting against that. And I love to see it. So she's been a great inspiration for me. Mama T is here. She is just always encouraging me. Like, you need those people in your corner where your poop don't stink. I mean, she'll definitely tell me like when I'm wrong, but for the most part, she's just so encouraging and inspiring to me. And she just always pushes me and motivates me. And I think that's important. We all need that. And then I also see my cousin Drew is here. I can't tell you how many times I've been out like just walking and I'm like, I'm so tired of this. I don't want to do this. I just want to go home. And out of nowhere, like I'll see her either headed to work or going somewhere and she toots that horn. It just brightens my entire day and keeps me pushing, keeps me wanting to go even further. She shares my YouTube videos. Like having people in your corner that supports you, like that is so important. 62 years old. Oh my goodness. Cousin's 62 years old. And the other day she sent me a video where she was like running up a hill. I was like, "What? We're running heels now?" I just think it's amazing. You get to do what feels good for you wherever you are. Like it's not about what other people are doing. It's just about being the best version of yourself. I think that's just so incredible. When I started this journey a year ago, all I knew was that I just wanted to be a better version of Felicia, and look at where I am now. I know that some people probably lose a lot more than 30 something pounds, in a year. People you lose a lot more than that. But I am so proud because before I was gaining weight every single year. I was just gaining weight all the time. And I'm just so proud that I was finally able to lose weight and not even lose weight, but I've maintained that weight loss. So that's been pretty cool. I'm looking in the comment section. Look at this hater. My husband's here. He's asking, are you going for a hike today? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So yes, we will be going for a walk today. Um, any more questions before I jump into what we can expect next on this journey? I need a little drink. Raise your glasses. All right, guys. So moving forward. So I want to show you guys, this is the book that I read the first time around. This is called Bright Line Eating by Dr. Susan Pierce. And basically, I cannot say that I followed this to the T. All right. I want to acknowledge that because I like to pick and choose what I think I can stick to. And one of the things that she talked about in the book was about sugar and how addictive it was. And I do want to give her credit for the science made sense to me, and I was able to kick my sugar addiction from this book. So I definitely give her credit for that. And for me, what I did the first year was I really dialed in and I focused on my nutrition because I felt that if I can at least get that under control, then I can focus on everything else. So, second book that's been recommended to me, and I've been reading this, I'm almost halfway through it, is Resistance, the Resistance Training Revolution. So during this weight loss journey, during the first year, and actually, Dr. Susan, she talks about this. She talks about how whenever you're starting something new, sometimes it's good to just focus on one thing at a time because it can be very taxing on the brain to, like, let's say, for instance, if you're trying to start a new diet, right? And you're trying to focus on what to eat, when to eat, what time to eat, what meals to make, you don't want to fatigue the brain because you're making too many decisions, right? So for me, I made the decision that I would stop eating sugar and flour. Like that was simple. It's a new rule. It's who I am. I'm a person that doesn't eat sugar and flour. So that helped me identify this. In her book, some of you guys may love this because she actually recommends not working out. Yes, during this weight loss program, she talks about not working out because she feels that it's too much for the brain to process. And if you look up like different groups and stuff, you'll see where people have lost tons of weight following her program, which I think is amazing. Now, if I'm completely honest with you guys, working out for me is not just about the weight loss. Like it keeps me from hurting people. I don't know about any of you guys, but it just helps me relieve so much stress. And that is why I enjoy working out. So I needed to keep that piece. You guys let me know in the comment section. Do any of you work out or do other things to keep from hurting other people? It just helps you deal with your day. It just puts you in a better mood. It uplifts you. I love working out, so I couldn't give that part up. Now, one thing that I did struggle with during my journey was whenever I would start lifting weights, I would gain weight. Now, I know that muscle is more condensed than fat. I know that. I know that if I continue to lift weights, that overall my body will become like smaller, a smaller version of me. I started adding in a little bit of weight training towards the end of my journey, and you guys will see if you go back, my weight loss, like the number on the scale, it actually stopped. It I stalled for a long period of time, and there was even one time where I only lost 1 pound in, I don't know, like maybe a month or 2 months or so, right? And I only lost 1 pound, but I went from, like, I dropped the jean size, okay? And there was another period of time where I wasn't losing any weight at all. This has been most recently, but yet I started this journey at a size 16 dress, and now I'm a size 10 dress. So I know, like, I'm a physical therapist. I know that um, weightlifting will help my body become more small. Like, I'll put on more weight, and with weightlifting, you're actually able to sculpt your body in ways that you can't do with just cardio, just walking, or just hiking. I understand. So, what I want to share with you guys moving forward, I'm facing a fear. I'm not going to lie, because even knowing as much science as I know, sometimes it's a head game when you watch the number go up, even though you know that eventually it's going to come back down. And even though, particularly for women, like, weightlifting is so good for us, particularly as we continue to get older, because it helps with osteoporosis and just so many things. And weightlifting for me does not mean like you don't have to like do power lifts and things like that. It's just putting tension on the body. You can do body weight exercises, you can do dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever it is. You're just adding a little bit of tension on the body. So I will be adding weight training 3 days a week. Um, and that's a huge fear for me, at this point in the journey. That's a fear. And I'm sharing it with you guys. And I'm being transparent with you guys, because some of you may even be at a point right now where just getting out and walking is a fear. Like, you're afraid that, you may start having more pain, or you're afraid that you don't want people to see. That was one thing I was like, sure, walk in front of all these people. But we have to move past our fears in order to be that better, the best version of ourselves. Like, if there's anything that we want to do, even me doing this live video, you guys, this is, I like to just film because I can edit. Every time I say or stutter or cut out, I can edit it. But this is a live video, and like, we have to learn to move past our fears. So yeah, that's something I wanted to talk with you guys about. And I'm kind of like debating, should I continue to do weekly weigh-ins, or should I move it to monthly weigh-ins? And then there's also that fear too, whenever people are following your weight loss journey from a marketing standpoint, because let's be real here. Like, this is a channel that I have a goal of growing. So let's just be honest. Sometimes when people are following your channel, they're looking for immediate results. Like, everyone, this is America. Like, everyone wants the quick, fast, and easy. So sometimes when people don't see that progress, then it's hard for them to follow. So I don't know if everyone's going to be mature enough, or like understand enough the fact that, like, yes, I may put on a little bit of muscle in the beginning, but in the end, it's all about how I feel, right? As an individual, it's all about like the body that I'm trying to create. Because as I mentioned before, I want to be the woman that hikes, and I want to be able to do everything. I want to be limber and strong, and I want to be able to run if I want to run, and walk as much as I want to walk. So just, you guys, let me know. You have any suggestions? Like, should I do weekly weigh-ins, like keep it at the weekly weigh-ins, or do monthly weigh-ins? What do you think? I even thought about doing measurements, but I'm not going to keep up with that. I'm going to be honest, because when you do the measurements, you should be like measuring like your arms, and like, there's just so many points of contact where you should measure. That take too much time. I have to be honest with myself and do things that I know that I can stick with. So, yeah, if you guys are watching this video in the replay, let me know also in the comment section if you think I should do weekly or monthly weigh-ins. And then also let me know some things that you guys would like to see. Would you like to see what I eat in a day? Oh, and that's another thing I didn't share. So I will be having to use more willpower. Reason being, so you know that whenever you start lifting weights, when you have more muscle, your metabolism speeds up. Okay. So whenever I lift weights, I tend to be more hungry. And one would say, like, that's fine, you're burning more calories, you should be able to eat a little bit more. But realistically, if the goal is to burn more than I'm eating, so because I'm burning more, it's not, I don't want to use that as an excuse to eat more. So that is definitely one thing that I'll have to be careful of. So maybe I will do, like, continue to do weekly weigh-ins just to kind of keep me accountable. I don't know. Um, so that I can share, like, if it's actually me eating more or like the weight training. And you guys know, I'll be honest with you. If anyone follows my channel, you get the truth over here. Like, there's no sugarcoating. It just is what it is. If I'm eating more, I'll be sure to tell you guys that. If it's the weights, then I'll be sure to share that as well. But yeah, let me know in the comment section. Would you guys like more live videos? Do you guys want to, like, chat with me? Tell me what you're working on. Cousin Deb said that lifting weights definitely puts her in a better mood. I agree. That is me 100%. I feel that I like to work out in the morning because I feel like I can conquer the day. Like, I've already conquered something amazing, that morning during that workout. So I feel like whatever comes at me today, like, I can definitely handle it. Yeah, you guys leave me. This is a Q&A too, so feel free to ask any questions that you may have about this journey, some things that I'm doing. Tell me some things you'll like to see because I'm here for you guys. I truly want to build a community where we have women that are supporting each other, lifting each other up, because it's not easy, but it can definitely be done. And if you have the right energy around you, I think it just motivates you and keeps you going. Morning girl also, yes, it helps out a lot. Does anyone else have any questions? I'll wait a little bit because I notice there's a delay. Would you guys like more live videos? And don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends. um I just think that YouTube needs I think YouTube would benefit from, all social media platforms would benefit from, like, a platform where it's just real life. And I'm not saying that people that lose their weight fast, I'm not saying that that's not real life. It's real life for them. But there are a lot of us out here where it takes time. And I think that, I know for me, when I first started, I didn't find a space where, someone was just being honest and just saying, like, hey, I'm dealing with this issue. This is what's coming up. I like to know the thought process going on behind it. I like to know, how in the heck are you affording that food? I like to know how much did that cost. When I watch a meal plan, the first thing I want to know is, like, okay, how much is it going to cost me? So that's why I try to share the numbers. I try to share as much as I'm comfortable sharing with you guys, which is, I'm pretty comfortable. I like to know, whenever I watch a weight loss journey, I only see, like, when the numbers are going down, and sometimes I wonder, like, like, have you ever gained weight during your journey? Because that was one thing that I look back at before, and there would be times where I would gain weight, and immediately I was like, this doesn't work. This is trash, and I throw the whole thing away. Whereas now that I've been on this journey for a full year, now I know that there may be times in your journey where you may gain weight, but stick with it. Stick with it and know that it's going to come back down. As long as you're doing everything right, whatever that is for you, it's going to come back down. And before, I used to be so frustrated, like, thinking, you know, I'm doing everything right. Why am I still gaining weight? But there are so many things. There's inflammation, there's, like, if women, if you still have your cycles, like that, there's stress, there's a lack of sleep. There are so many things that can, like, cause you to gain weight during your journey. And but if you just stick with it, you'll see progress. I promise you that you will. And I just wish there was a place where someone would have told me, like, yo, Felicia, stop tripping. Just stick to it. You're gonna see progress. And I didn't find a place like that. So I want to be that place for other people. Um, yes, more lives. Weekly lives. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Weekly lives. I'll start off aiming for monthly, but yes, I will work my way up to weekly. We'll work our way up. I'm learning to step out of my comfort zone. This is the year. I'm learning to step out of my comfort zone. I think being accountable helps on the journey. The sisterhood encouragement helps me a lot. When I see your when I see your videos, it encourages me to keep trying. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that means a lot to me. That really does. I've talked about in other videos before where I am a type of person that like I'm really good at motivating myself, but I will tell you guys when I'm able to inspire or make impact, create impact positively in the life of someone else, like that just moves me on a level that I can't put it in words, but it moves me so deeply because I feel that our purpose here on earth is not just for ourselves, like it's for other people. And when we experience things and when we go through things in life, like what's the point if it doesn't help someone else? Like don't be I just don't want to be selfish. Like I don't want to keep all of this to myself and the lessons that I've learned and the things that I've experienced. I don't want to just keep it to myself. I want to be able to give it away and help other people as much as I can. So thank you for that comment. And watching your videos also encourages me and inspires me. And like whenever you text me and you tell me something that you've done, you have no idea. Which I'm now here, me about to say what I'm about to say now allows me to see how other people may feel as well. But sometimes I could have had like a hard day at work, or I don't even like the last text you sent me where you were running up that hill. I had had such a long day. It wasn't a bad day, but it was just a really long day. And in my mind, I was like debating, if I was going to get up and work out the next morning or if I was just going to sleep in. And when I saw your text, it was late. It was like almost 9 o'clock. I was already in bed. I was like, oh my gosh, she's running up a hill. Like my cousin's 62 years old and she's running up a hill. And here I am like debating whether or not if I'm gonna get up and work out, Felicia. So I definitely think that sisterhood is a good thing. And yeah, we need to be here for each other. I appreciate that. Um, social media, social media has become a fairy tale. Everything and everyone is so perfect. Oh my goodness. That is the absolute truth. And in full transparency, when I first started my brand, I really didn't know where I fit in. I really didn't know where does happily ever after living fit into everything that's going on in social media, because my life is so far from perfect, but I've accomplished a lot, but none of it's been perfect. And I wanted to share that. And even when I started sharing like YouTube videos or um reels on Instagram, I couldn't, like, I just could not make them perfect. So it was keeping me from even starting. And finally, I was like, forget this. Like, I feel I have a message to share. So even though it's not perfect, it's not about, for me, it's not about how pretty it is. It's about getting the message across. Like, I don't want to die and not share or not encourage or inspire other people. I don't want to leave this earth not making an impact. So it may look messy sometimes. Sometimes it's sloppy. I mean, in one of the videos, I like dropped some of the meat on the floor. And in another video, I was making the spaghetti squash, and I'm filming it and I cut it open and the thing was rotten. It's like, what is happening? And it's so easy because everywhere else, just as you said, is so perfect and like a fairy tale. It's so easy. Like, who would know if I took that? spaghetti squash, ran to the store, got another one, and redid it and made the perfect video. But that's just not, it's not real life. And I want other people to have a space where if their life isn't perfect either, like, hey, listen, neither is Felicia's, but she's still getting it done. So that's kind of, that's what the brand is all about. Like, you get to create whatever life you want for yourself. And it may not be perfect to other people, but it can be perfect for you. Like right now we're celebrating with a wine glass, some water, and lemon, and my ice has melted, but that's okay. That's okay. You do things on your level, and whatever makes you feel like, me drinking out of this glass makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel like I'm living large, like I'm at a resort or something. You guys have any more? Yes, real life. I agree. I agree. And back to the social media thing, sometimes I notice that women tend to feel as if they don't measure up, or as if they're failing as a mom, as a wife, as, a sister, brother, sibling, whatever it is. I notice that people feel, in real life, people are feeling as if they don't measure up, not realizing that so many things are edited, even there. Sometimes, like, I tell my husband, like, babe, record this so I can do this reel real quickly. But even in that, even though some of the reels, like, we film it like a couple times in order to get, one decent shot. And then some of them I'm like, forget it. Like, the first shot, whatever we get, that's what we're gonna do. So you get to be whoever it is you want to be. And your family dynamic get to look like whatever you want it to look like. I shared on Instagram, this past week, I have this thing where I call it rich auntie vibes. Like, and for me, it doesn't mean money, it means time. I want to be able to spend more time with, my nieces and nephews. I want to be able to create impact and change in their lives for the good, right? And I had these hotel points. So I was like, yeah, we're just gonna book this hotel room and we're gonna have a great time. They're gonna, it was at Hilton Orlando. There was a lazy river, there's a pool, slides, the whole shebang. And in my mind, I was going to create this beautiful thing, and it actually turned out that way. But the only thing was that, I don't know, I think there were maybe 10 of us in one hotel room. So frugal fail in that I probably should have booked two rooms, or either did like a villa or a condo or something. But we still had a great time. They made lots of memories with each other. It still turned out to be amazing. Like, I had such a great time, but like, things don't always go right, and they were eating outside of house and home. But yeah, so nothing's perfect. Nothing. Perfect is an illusion, not reality for anyone. Mama T says it is a human condition. Accepting it is true freedom. Yes. Oh my goodness. And I have to admit, like, once I started getting over that whole perfection thing, I've been able to create more content. I'm uploading more frequently. I'm like, because I'm not trying to edit real life. I'm just filming life. Like, my life has become content, and I'm not trying to edit it or make it perfect or make it, so that others will be accepting of it. It just is what it is. And it's made things so much easier. I really appreciate that. I think I need to screenshot that or keep it somewhere. Perfect is an illusion, not reality for anyone. It is a human condition. Accepting it is true freedom. That's deep. Creating memories for them is important. They won't forget. Yes, I agree with that, because I have so many memories from my childhood with my cousins. I don't know if Drew is still on here or not, but I still remember when I was staying at their house and we were cooking eggs. And I think I was supposed to be putting the garlic salt or something in the eggs. And I accidentally poured ginger. I accidentally poured ginger in the eggs. And from then on, her father has always called me Ginger, like, ever since then. So yeah, the memories are definitely what's most important. You guys have any more comments or questions for me? I've really enjoyed spending time with you all. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Maybe we will do more live videos because this is a lot of fun for me. Yeah, she's here. You remember that, right? I poured the ginger and the eggs. Do you guys have any questions about like weight loss, about walking, how to start walking? Yes, those ginger eggs. How to start resistance training. Any of those questions. Do you guys have any questions about budgets? I mean, this video was geared more towards celebrating the first year on the weight loss journey. But if you have questions about like budgeting and how to buy affordable food, where to find affordable food, good deals on affordable food, any of those things, like I'm here to answer any questions that you guys may have. All right, guys, I appreciate you all so very much. Oh my goodness. The first time I did a live stream, I think I had one person. So you guys have made my day. I was prepared to talk to myself the entire time and I would have been okay with that. But you guys just made my morning. Thank you so much for coming and celebrating with me as I begin year 2 of this weight loss journey. Um, I'm excited. I think I do need to take more pictures though, because whenever you're weight training, sometimes it's easier to see your progress like in pictures. So I'll be sure to share more pictures on this journey as well. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.